Hello, and welcome to another great episode of Super English Talks. I'm so happy you're here today. If this is your first time listening, thank you for joining. If you listen often, welcome back. This podcast is made for you, people who are learning English and want to get better at listening and speaking. In every episode, we talk about life, learning, growing, and of course, English. Everything is in clear and simple English, so you can learn and practice at the same time. Today's topic: stop comparing yourself to others. We all do this sometimes. We look at other people and think they are better than us. Maybe they are more beautiful, more successful, richer, smarter, or they speak English better than we do. Then we start to feel bad, like we are not good enough. But this is not good for us. When we compare ourselves to others, it hurts our minds, our hearts, and our learning. It makes us feel sad, and sometimes we stop growing. This topic is very important for English learners. You might feel shy because others speak more fluently. You might feel slow because others learn faster. You might think, I will never be as good as them. These thoughts are normal, but they don't help. They make you feel tired and sad. And when you feel this way, you don't want to study or practice anymore. That's why we need to talk about this. In this episode, I will help you understand why we compare ourselves to others. See why this is not good for us. Learn what to do instead. I'll share helpful tips, real-life examples, a short story to make you feel stronger and more confident. You'll learn how to focus on your own journey, your own goals, and your own small steps forward. Because learning is not a race. It's your personal journey. Just by listening to this podcast, you're already doing something amazing. So take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy today's episode. Why do we compare ourselves to others? Let's talk about something we all do, even if we don't always notice it. We compare ourselves to other people. What does that mean? It means you look at someone else and then look at yourself. You ask, am I better or worse than this person? You look at their life, their skills, or how they look, and then you think about what you don't have. This can happen in many parts of life, and almost everyone does it. Here are some examples. At school, you see a student who always gets better grades. You think, why am I not as smart as them? In sports, someone is strong and fast. You think, I'll never be like that. At work, someone gets a promotion or earns more money. You ask, why not me? What's wrong with me? About appearance, you see someone who is tall or beautiful. You compare your face or body to theirs and feel sad. Social media makes this worse. Online, you see photos and videos of people who look perfect. Nice clothes, happy families, expensive cars, big smiles. But many of these are not real. The photos are edited. The smiles can be fake. People only show the good parts of their lives, not the bad. But still, when you look at these posts, you may feel small. You may think, everyone is living a better life than me. This also happens with English learning. People compare their English with others and feel bad. Maybe you hear someone speak English very well, and you think, wow, their English is so good. My English is terrible. Or you watch a video where someone uses difficult words and you feel slow. You ask yourself, why can't I speak like them? But remember this. You don't see the hard work that person did. You don't see how many mistakes they made while learning. You only see the result, not their journey. Comparison is everywhere. It happens every day in small and big ways. When we scroll on our phones, when we talk to friends, even when we walk down the street. It's like a quiet voice in our heads that says, You are not enough. This voice comes from fear. Fear of not being good. Fear of not being loved. Fear of not being successful. But this fear is not the truth. You are not less just because someone else is more. You are not slow just because someone else learns faster. You are not bad just because someone else is good. You are you, and that is more than enough. Everyone has a different life, a different path, and a different time. Just because someone is ahead of you today doesn't mean they will always be. And if you feel behind today, that doesn't mean you'll stay behind. We all compare ourselves sometimes. That's normal. But if we do it too much, it becomes a problem. Comparison can hurt us in many ways. It steals our happiness. It hides our progress. It stops us from enjoying what we already have. It takes away our focus. When we keep looking at others, we forget to look at ourselves. We forget our own goals, our own values, and our own journey. So what can we do? The first step is to notice the habit. When you catch yourself thinking, "They are better than me," pause for a moment. Ask yourself, "Why am I thinking this? Is this helping me? Is this really true?" Most of the time, the answer is no. That person is just different, not better. Their life is not your life. Their success is not your failure. As we continue this episode, I will help you understand how comparing yourself can hurt you, and later I'll share some tips to stop comparing and start growing. Remember, this is your life. Your journey is special. You don't need to be like anyone else. You only need to be yourself. Next, the negative effects of comparison. Let's now talk about what happens when we compare ourselves to others too much. Comparing may seem like a small thing, but it can cause big problems in your life. It can make you feel sad inside and stop you from becoming the best version of yourself. First, comparison brings sadness. When you see someone who has something you want, maybe better clothes, a bigger house, or better English, you might start to think, "I'm not good enough." When you compare yourself to others, you stop feeling happy about what you already have. You forget your own success and only look at what others have. This makes your heart feel heavy, and your day feels dark and hard. Comparison also brings stress. When you think, "I'm not doing enough," "I'm not learning fast enough," you feel pressure. You feel like you have to run fast just to catch up. You worry too much about the future. And that worry makes your body and your mind tired. Some people even can't sleep well, lose interest in things they enjoy, feel busy in their mind all the time. They only think about what they don't have or what they are not. Then comes low self-confidence. This means you stop believing in yourself. You say, "They are better than me. I'm not smart. I'm not good at anything." After a while, these thoughts become stronger. You stop trying new things. You don't speak in class. You don't apply for that job. You don't practice English anymore. Why? Because you start believing your English is bad, even when it's not. The problem is not your skills, it's your belief. You stopped believing in yourself. Let me give you a simple story. Imagine a woman named Sarah. She is learning English. Every day, she studies, listens to podcasts, and practices speaking. But one day, she hears another student speak very fluently. That student uses big words and speaks fast. Sarah listens and suddenly feels small. She thinks, "I will never speak like that." She feels sad and stressed. She says, "What's the point of learning?" After that, Sarah loses her confidence. She stops speaking in class. She stops asking questions. She even thinks about giving up. Now, ask yourself, did anything change in Sarah's skills?
No.
She was still learning. She was still improving. But because she compared herself, she felt bad. Her mind told her a lie. You're not good enough. And that lie stopped her progress. That's what comparison does. It takes away your joy. It gives you pain. It makes you forget your own path. It makes you look at other people's path. It's like walking on your own road, but always looking at someone else's road. What happens? You trip. You fall. You lose your way. Another story, meet Rafi. Rafi is a young man who just started a new job. He works hard and is learning new things. But one day, he sees a friend on social media. This friend has a better job, a nice car, and goes on holidays. Rafi starts to feel bad. He thinks, why am I so behind? He forgets that he just started. He is still learning. His friend may have had help or started earlier. But comparison makes him forget all of this. Now Rafi feels stressed at work. He feels unmotivated. He thinks, I will never reach that level. But that's not true. If he keeps going, he can reach his goals. This is the danger of comparison. It blocks your growth. It slows you down. It hides your small wins and progress. You don't see how far you've come. You don't celebrate your own steps. But you should, because everyone's life is different. Everyone starts at a different point. Everyone moves at a different speed. Life is not a race. Your value does not change just because someone else is doing better. In fact, you should be proud of your own journey. Even if you are not where you want to be yet, you are still moving forward. And that is something to celebrate. So next time you feel sad because someone is ahead of you, stop, take a deep breath, and remember, you are on your own path, and you're doing just fine. Tips to stop comparing and start growing. Now that we understand how comparison can hurt us, let's talk about what you can do instead. Here are some simple tips to help you stop comparing and start growing. 1. Focus on your own journey. Everyone has their own path. Everyone learns in a different way and at a different speed. Ask yourself, what are my goals? What progress have I made? What can I do today to move forward? Keep your eyes on your own road, not someone else's. 2. Celebrate your small wins. Even small progress is important. Did you learn a new word today? Did you listen to an English podcast? Did you try speaking even for 1 minute? Celebrate that. Every step forward is a step closer to your goal. 3. Use others as inspiration, not competition. It's okay to look at others, but don't feel bad. Instead, think, what can I learn from them? How can I use this to grow? Let their success inspire you, not stop you. 4. Take breaks from social media. Social media often shows a perfect life, but it's not always real. If scrolling online makes you feel sad or not good enough,
take a break.
Spend more time doing things that make you feel strong and happy. 5. Talk kindly to yourself. When your mind says, I'm not good enough, I'm too slow, I'll never be like them, stop and change the voice. Say instead, I'm doing my best. I'm learning every day. I believe in myself. Your words matter. Be your own friend. 6. Remember how far you've come. Think about when you first started learning English. Now think about what you can do today that you couldn't do before. That's progress. You're growing, even if it feels slow.
Keep going.
Don't give up. Final thoughts. Comparison is something we all do sometimes. But if we're not careful, it can take away our happiness and slow down our growth. Instead of looking at others, look at yourself. See your own path. Trust your own process. Believe in your own strength. You are already doing something amazing. Just by listening to this podcast, you are learning and improving. So take a deep breath, smile, and say to yourself, I'm doing my best, and that is enough. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this episode helped you feel stronger and more confident. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going. Until next time, remind yourself, you are doing your best. Always remind yourself, you are doing your best, and that is enough. Don't let comparisons steal your confidence or your happiness. You deserve to feel proud of your effort. Coming up next, in the next part of the episode, we'll talk more about how to stop the habit of comparing, what to do instead, how to turn comparison into motivation, and how to stay focused on your own path with a happy and peaceful heart. Why you should stop comparing. Now, let's talk about why it's so important to stop comparing yourself to others. It may sound simple, but it's a powerful idea. When you stop comparing, you give yourself space to grow. You feel better inside. You enjoy your life more. We all have a different journey. This is something very important. Every person has their own journey. That means everyone has a different story. Some people start learning English as children. Others start as adults. Some live in English-speaking countries. Others only hear English in school or online. So when you compare your English with someone else's, you forget that your roads are not the same. Just because someone is ahead of you doesn't mean you are behind. It only means your path is different, and that's okay. People are different. We all come from different places. We have different families, education,
Jobs. Goals.
Some people have more time to study. Others work long hours and only study at night. Some have help. Others study alone. We also have different strengths. One person is good at grammar. Another is good at speaking. That's normal. We are not robots. We are human, and humans are different. A simple example. Imagine you plant a flower and a tree on the same day. The flower grows fast and blooms early. The tree grows slowly, but becomes big and strong. Is the flower better than the tree?
No.
They are just different. You are like that tree, growing in your own way and in your own time. And that's perfectly okay. Look at your own progress. When you focus too much on others, you miss your own success. But when you focus on yourself, you see your small steps, and those steps matter. For example, maybe last month you could only say a few English sentences. Now you can speak for 2 or 3 minutes. That's progress. Maybe last week you learned 5 new words. That's success. Small steps may not feel big, but they move you forward. Step by step, you grow. Comparison takes away your energy. Another reason to stop comparing is this. It takes your energy away. You spend so much time thinking about others that you forget to focus on your own goals. Instead of practicing, you feel sad. Writing, you scroll through social media. Studying, you compare and feel bad. But when you stop comparing, you get that energy back. You start using your time better. You study more. You read more. You speak more. And that's when real improvement happens. Let's go back to Sarah. Remember Sarah, our English learner? After she compared herself to another student, she felt sad. But later, she made a decision. She told herself, I'm not that student.
I'm Sada.
And I'm doing my best. Then she focused on her own learning again. She watched videos. She listened to podcasts. She practiced speaking every day, even just a little. And day by day, she started feeling better. She believed in herself again. And she kept going. Final message.
You can do the same.
Don't let comparison stop you. Don't let it steal your time, energy, or joy.
This is your journey.
Go at your own speed. Be proud of your small steps. Keep learning, and don't give up. Say it with me. I am doing my best. I am growing every day. And that is enough. Your confidence can grow too. After a few weeks, Sarah's confidence started to grow. She could speak more clearly. She felt happy again. She didn't become fluent overnight, but she got better because she stopped comparing and focused on her own path. And this can happen for you, too. When you stop comparing and focus on your journey, life feels easier. You stop feeling heavy inside. You feel more positive. You start enjoying learning. And most of all, you start believing in yourself again. You are enough. Always remember, you are enough. You are already on your way. Every step you take counts. No one else can walk your path, only you. You don't need to be the best. You just need to keep moving forward. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Ask yourself, am I doing a little better today? If yes, that is success. What you can do instead. Now that we know comparison isn't helpful, let's talk about what you can do instead. When you stop comparing, you make space for better things. More focus, more confidence, more peace. Here are some simple and helpful tips that can make a big difference in your life and in your English learning journey. Tip 1. Focus on your own goals. Instead of thinking about what others are doing, think about what you want to do. Your goals can be small and personal. For example, I want to learn 10 new words this week. I want to speak English for 5 minutes without stopping. Make your goal clear and make it about you. Don't say, I want to be like that YouTuber who speaks perfect English. Say, I want to speak a little more confidently this month. When you keep your eyes on your own goal, you don't have time to look at others. You're busy walking your own path, and that's the best place to be. Tip 2. Celebrate small progress. Many people wait to feel happy until they reach a big goal. But small progress is just as important. Maybe you finally understood a grammar rule. Maybe you used a new word in conversation. Maybe you practiced English today, even just for 10 minutes. That's progress. Celebrate it. Say to yourself, I'm proud of me. I did something today. You can even write your progress in a notebook. Later, if you feel tired or sad, you can read it and feel strong again. Tip 3. Limit your time on social media. Social media is a big reason why we compare ourselves. You open your phone and see someone speaking fluent English, someone traveling, someone showing a perfect life. But remember, what you see online is not the whole truth. People only share their best moments, not their mistakes, not their sadness, not the hard work behind the scenes. It's easy to feel small when you only see the good parts of others' lives. So take a break.
You don't have to delete the app.
But try spending less time there. Check once a day instead of 10 times. Use that extra time to practice English, read, or just relax. You don't need to be like anyone else. You are already doing something amazing by learning and growing. So next time you feel down because of comparison, just stop.
Breathe.
Remember your journey and say to yourself, I am doing my best. I am growing. And that's enough. Tip 4. Practice gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful for what you have. It doesn't mean you have everything you want. It means you choose to see the good in your life. Every day, try to think of 3 things you are thankful for.
It could be
your family, your health, the chance to learn English, your teacher, your phone, or even this podcast. Gratitude makes you feel rich inside. It helps you stop comparing and start feeling good about your life. Tip 5. Remember your strengths.
You are not weak.
You are not less than others. You have your own talents and good qualities. Maybe you are a kind person, a hard worker, good at helping others, cooking, listening, writing. You may not be perfect at English yet, but you are already strong in many ways. Write a list of the things you are good at. Read it when you feel down. It will remind you, I am already enough. Yes, you can improve your English, but you don't need to feel small while doing it. Tip 6. Be patient. Learning takes time. This is very important. No one becomes fluent in a week, or even in a month. Learning English takes
time,
practice, and effort. Some days you will feel strong. Other days you will feel tired. That's okay. Just keep going. Be kind to yourself. Don't rush. Don't expect to be perfect. Do your best each day. One day, you'll look back and say, wow, I've come so far. Let's go back to Sarah. Remember our friend Sarah? She used to compare herself and feel sad. But then she tried the tips we talked about. She made small, personal goals. She wrote down her progress. She took breaks from social media. She thanked herself for trying. She remembered she was kind and helpful. She was patient with herself. And over time, she felt better. Her English improved. And she enjoyed learning again. You can do the same. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 tips from this list and try them today. These small habits will help you feel stronger, happier, more focused on your own journey. Final story, Armen's journey. Now, I want to share a short story with you. It's about a young man named Armen. Armen lived in a small town and had a big dream. He wanted to speak English fluently so he could get a better job and travel the world one day. He worked in a shop during the day and studied English at night. He didn't go to a big school. He didn't have a teacher. He learned English on his own using YouTube,
podcasts,
free websites. At first, Armen felt excited. Every new word made him feel proud. But later, he started watching videos of fluent English speakers. They spoke fast, used big words, and sounded perfect. He also joined an English group on Facebook, where many people posted their speaking videos. They all seemed better than him. That's when Armen began comparing himself. He thought, why is my English so bad? I'm working hard, but I still make mistakes. He felt small. He stopped enjoying learning. He felt too shy to speak, even when he was alone. The end of Armen's story, and a lesson for all of us. Armen started thinking, maybe I'll never be good enough. Every time he saw someone doing better, he felt worse. Then one day, he was watching a video on YouTube. In the video, the speaker said, don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. That sentence stayed in his mind. Armen thought about it. He realized something important. Maybe those people started years ago. Maybe they had more help, more time, or more practice. It wasn't fair to compare. He was just beginning. He was on his own journey. A small change made a big difference. From that day, Armen made a small but powerful change. He took a notebook and wrote down one small English goal each week. Not to be the best, but to be better than yesterday. One week, his goal was to speak English for 2 minutes a day. Another week, he wanted to learn 10 new words and use them in a sentence. Week by week, Armen started to enjoy learning again. He stopped looking at others. He started focusing on his own progress. He began to notice his improvement. He could understand more. He could speak with less fear. He made new friends online and practiced with them. He felt stronger, more confident, happier. He wasn't perfect, but he was growing. And most of all, he felt free. Free from comparison. Free from pressure. What Armen's story teaches us. Armen's story reminds us. Comparing yourself to others can steal your happiness, but focusing on your own path can bring you peace and joy. You don't need to be like anyone else. You just need to be a better version of yourself. One step at a time. A final message just for you. Before we finish today's episode, I want to speak directly to you. Yes, you, the person who is listening right now. Let me tell you something important. Something maybe you don't hear often enough. You are doing great. Really. You are learning English. You are trying. You are improving. And that is something to be very proud of. I know it's not always easy. Learning a new language takes
time,
patience, courage. Some days you feel strong and confident. Other days, tired or unsure. That's normal. Everyone feels this way, even the people who sound fluent or perfect. But the truth is, you are doing something amazing. You are building a new skill. You are opening new doors in your life. And that takes real strength. It's easy to look at others and think, they're better than me. I'll never be like them. But remember what we talked about today. You don't have to be like anyone else. You just have to be yourself. And most of all, you are enough. Final words, you've got this. Your progress matters. Your small steps matter. Even if you only learn one new word today, that is a victory. Even if you only speak for 1 minute in English, that is success. Every little effort you make brings you closer to your goal. So please, be kind to yourself. Don't speak badly to yourself when you make mistakes. Mistakes are not failures. They are part of learning. They are not the end. They are the beginning. Every mistake you make is a sign that you are trying. And trying is the most important thing. If you keep going, if you keep practicing, you will get better. You'll grow. And one day, you'll look back and feel so proud of how far you've come. Focus on your own journey. Remember to stay focused on your own path. You are walking your journey, step by step, at your own speed. And that's okay. Don't rush. Don't push yourself too hard. Just take one step today, then one more tomorrow. That's how real change happens. Slowly, quietly, one day at a time. Keep your eyes on your own progress and let others walk their own path. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'm really happy you joined this episode of Super English Talks. I hope it helped you feel stronger, more hopeful, more motivated. If you enjoyed this podcast, I invite you to listen again next time. Every episode is here to
support you,
guide you, and grow with you. You are not alone. We are all learning together. So keep believing in yourself.
Keep going.
And never forget, your journey is special. Your progress is real. Until next time,
take care.
Keep learning. And stay kind to yourself. You've got this.